mistakes that I've ever made when starting a business is not getting an LLC. Something that no one really talks about is how do you take your business seriously and make your business legit. Today I'm going to teach you guys everything you need to know in order to start an LLC the very moment that you decide that you're going to run a business. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Now. Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm sharing with you guys something that I wish I would have known when I was first starting my business, which is to, yes, start an LLC, okay? I know you guys are probably having a lot of questions about how to make your business legit, how to take your business more seriously, and how to get others to take your business seriously. So in this video, I'm going to deep dive into everything that I didn't do, what I do now, and how I'm going to help you guys to do the same. So in today's video, we're talking all things how to take care of business the correct way, how to make sure that your business is getting all the opportunities that you're able to get, and how to take your business seriously for yourself. How do you go from having an idea to actually having a profitable business that is protected? A lot of us think that we're supposed to wait to start an LLC until we actually start to see some income rolling in, or until we're actually sure of whatever our business is. But I'm gonna be real with y'all, I'm gonna be very honest. The second that you decide that you're gonna own a business or you're gonna operate a business, you need to begin to start taking yourself seriously at that moment and do things the right way initially, so that later down the line you don't catch yourself in a situation where you're either losing money or you're not protected in some type of way, or you're just unsure of where your finances are all taken care of. So I'm going to give you guys everything that you need to know to start an LLC, why you should start an LLC, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I know that a lot of people might actually disagree with this advice that I'm giving, but hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. Okay, this is my personal experience, and I've been owning businesses for well into 8 years now, so I kind of got a little bit of idea of what I'm talking about. But the reason why I can say that is because I have seen myself and others start a business, not really be sure of whether or not they're going to be generating enough income to feel as though they can continue this business, or almost like talk themselves out of feeling as confident as they are about their business when they initially start. Now myself, I have made a huge mistake of just not getting the LLC in the beginning of starting my business. Later down the line, like I was just saying, I wasn't really sure if I was actually going to be making as much revenue or as much income as I did, but within a year I was able to generate a lot of money. And with all that money there comes things like you need taxes come around. You need to know what to do in case you get into some sort of lawsuit, or if you need to know what to do to protect yourself and your business in times of, you know, liabilities and stuff like that. So I wish that I had known early on to just start an LLC, even if you aren't really sure. And let me just backtrack on that. I know there's someone in another video who will say, like, maybe you should wait to start your LLC until you're 100% sure that you actually like the business idea that you have, or that you are confident enough to, you know, continue thriving in the business that you start. But I'm gonna stop y'all right there. I'm gonna say, if you decide to start a business, you need to love the business idea up front. You need to go into the business not thinking, well, can I potentially earn this amount of money, or is this business going to be where I think it should be later, or is this going to be just kind of like a side hustle? Never downplay when you're talking about starting a business, because you never know. Use me for example. I was somebody who was doing the same type of thing. I wasn't really sure whether or not my business would go where I wanted it to go and how much money I could actually make based on how just based on what I felt like was reasonable or what I could see in my vision. But let me tell you right now, things can change in the blink of an eye. So like I was just saying, I really wish that I had never talked myself out of just starting an LLC or not feeling confident to do that, because a lot of more opportunities to grow, opportunities to get loans, scholarships, hire employees, into different contracts, get permits, things like that. These are all things that you need an LLC to do. My piece of advice to you guys is to kind of like shift your mindset from skin. Is this worth me investing the money up front because I'm not really sure where this could go? Start to say, I will earn 6 figures this year in my business. I will be successful in this business. I will make my return on my investment when I do begin starting this business. You have to shift your mindset from being in a state of fear to being in a state of I am. So that's something that I've been actually working on myself, because I feel like the way that you think things will actually manifest. So yes, we can manifest positivity, we can manifest abundance, we can manifest $1 million, but you also can manifest negative things. I don't know if I'm actually going to make a lot of money with this business. I don't know if it's worth it to invest this maybe $100 up front for an LLC. You have to go into it saying, this investment, I'm gonna get that back tenfold. I'm gonna get that back times 10. I have a structured business plan. I'm confident in my vision, and I'm gonna see the vision through. Now that we've talked about that, I'm gonna go ahead and give you some of the most frequently asked questions I get or I've seen. Okay, frequently asked question number 1, why do I need an LLC, or why do you need an LLC to start your small business? You need an LLC because your LLC is gonna basically protect your personal assets, and your personal, anything of your personal assets are going to be protected when you do have an LLC. It's also gonna make things a lot easier when it comes down to tax time, because I'm gonna tell you right now, doing taxes as a small business owner can be very daunting if you're not really sure what's going on, what money goes where, why do I owe this, how do I pay that, where did this money come from. Your LLC is going to make things a lot smoother when it comes down to taxes, which I will do a separate video on that if you guys want to see a video on how you do your taxes as an entrepreneur or small business owner. Make sure you go ahead and comment that down below, and I'll try to get that video out to you guys as soon as possible. You're going to have your personal assets protected. It's going to make your life easier when it comes down to taxes. And like I said earlier, you're also going to be able to do things like get permits, any business license that you may need to protect yourself for a certain type of business. You can open business bank accounts, which is going to be a perfect thing to do so that you're able to keep your personal and your business separate. You can hire employees. You can do things like get a loan. There's just so many different opportunities that you have once you start to take your business more seriously, because if you're not taking it seriously, the government, the banks, nobody else is going to take it seriously either. So yes, you do need an LLC, and those are some of the reasons why. I'm sure the list goes on, but those are just some of the ones that I have personally realized are like very beneficial as opposed to other businesses where I did not have an LLC. Frequently asked question number 2. What is the difference between an LLC and a corporation? An LLC is going to have 1 or 2 members to the LLC, right? You're going to have 1 or 2 people that own this LLC. Whereas a corporation, I think that there's going to be something called shareholders within a corporation. So it's more so like the ownership that is different when it comes down to an LLC and a corporation. So if you're just a small business owner, you have a partner, or it's just you operating your business and just want to go ahead and file for an LLC. But if you're a larger business and you have other people who are going to be invested in your business, then you might be considered a corporation so that you can actually have shareholders in your business. But those are just some of the key differences. The basic thing with LLC and a corporation is that both of you guys are protected. All of your assets are protected. If anything was to occur, you will be protected in this situation when it comes down to like lawsuits and stuff like that. So there are a lot of similarities to LLC and corporation, but the largest difference between them is that one of them you're going to have 1 or 2 members, and the other you can have very many members. So those are the major differences. Now let's go on to frequently asked question number 3. How do I actually form an LLC? Oh, this is my favorite part of this video, you guys, because I just found out this really helpful tool that you can actually use to form an LLC, which I am going to do an entire video on. Just stay tuned for that. If you're using this company called Taylor Brands, which I'm sure you guys have probably heard of, Taylor Brands is something that I wish it would have been available when I was first doing my LLC, because there's just so much information with it. Yes, it's not very difficult to do, but Taylor Brands makes it very, very seamless to do. You have the basic information for your business. You have your personal information. You enter this information into this website. They're going to prompt you to fill out a couple of different things, and boom, you pretty much have an LLC very, very quickly. And you can do this on your own. I say stick with Taylor Brands for your first time filing an LLC, just so you can eliminate a lot of the confusion that comes with it. And it's a resource that's out there for us, so I always say take advantage of any resources that you have, because some of us didn't have these things when we were first starting. So, take advantage of it. Let's move on to frequently asked question number 4. How much does it cost to form an LLC? I feel like I get this question a lot, and I completely understand, because there is no one set price to actually form or establish LLC, which is kind of frustrating, because I wish I was able to just give you guys like a flat rate that you can, think of a number up in your head and save up for that number. But forming LLC, there's different fees and different things that you have to pay for that are going to vary from state to state. So to figure out how much it's going to cost for you, you have to go to your states. You have to look up how to form an LLC for your specific state. So if I live in Texas and I want to know how much does it cost to form an LLC in Texas, Texas is going to have their specific fees and their specific taxes and things that you have to pay for in order to get your LLC. That's going to be very different from somebody who lives in, say, like Colorado or something. The fees are going to vary from state to state. So I wish I could give you a set number, but I will just say it's a quick Google search, type it into Google, and hopefully you'll be able to, find an answer. But I'm also aware that using Taylor Brands, they're also going to be able to do all that work for you. So they'll pretty much all the information from your state's government agencies, and they'll determine how much you actually have to pay. So it's kind of easy to just go ahead and use Taylor Brands. That's my personal, opinion. Let's move on to frequently asked question number 5. This is something that I had no idea was even a thing, you guys. So I think it's really important that we're talking about this, and I'm glad that I can share this information with you guys, because I just feel like a lot of us just start a business and we don't know that there's all these different things that actually come with owning a business. Okay, you have to be very, very detailed when you're owning a business. If you want to see success, obviously you have to make that foundation strong. Anyway, frequently asked question number 5 is, what am I taxed, or what are taxes like when it comes to an LLC? So one of the benefits to having an LLC is that it is a personal entity. Kind of make sure that all of your profits go directly to you or your members or whoever you're in business business with. And that's something that I definitely like about having an LLC. It's like you're earning your money, and whatever income you make, all of your money goes directly to you and is not taxed by the government. However, with that in mind, when it does come time for federal income taxes, you have to actually pay taxes on the income that you earn. I did go ahead and say that I will give you guys a very detailed video on taxes and all things tax time, because I know that stuff is coming up rather quickly. But you have to comment down below and let me know that you want that video, and if you do, go ahead and like this video right now. It's something that you definitely want to pay attention to when you're starting a business. Don't just think that all the money that you get coming in is going to be pocketed, because you do have to pay taxes on all of your profits. And yeah, so I'm gonna just keep it right there. Let's move on to frequently asked question number 6. Is forming an LLC hard to upkeep, or what is the upkeep when it comes to forming an LLC? No, it's very simple to upkeep an LLC. Typically what you have to do is annually you'll get like a form in the mail, or you get something that you have to update or verify again, and it's pretty simple. Once a year you have to do a little bit of upkeep to make sure that your LLC is in good standing. But the initial paperwork and the initial like filing process, just like I said, using Taylor Brands, like something like that, it's very straightforward. Pretty sure you can get your LLC in less than 30 minutes with a couple of dollars up front, and all you have to do is once a year you have to make sure that your business is in good standing with the IRS, because they do want to keep checking that you're not in any debt or anything like that. So once a year, make sure that you're double checking in on your LLC. But other than that, you guys, you fill out a couple of pieces of information on the website, plug in your personal information as like your name, your business name, how you're going to be managing your business, do you have a personal business account, stuff like that. Like, you're going to fill in a couple of different pieces of information, and then that's pretty much it. You got an LLC for your business. So now that we've talked about what an LLC is and some of the like frequently asked questions that I get, or that I would have asked if I was just now starting an LLC, I'm going to tell you guys a couple of steps that you actually need to take in order to successfully form your LLC today. So step 1 in forming an LLC is obviously choosing a name. You need a name for your LLC, okay? Whatever your business name is, you definitely want to include LLC at the end of your name. I figure, honestly, I prefer to have the LLC at the end of your business name, because I feel like once people know that you have an LLC, they automatically don't do anything like shiesty when it comes to your business, one that you're protected. Otherwise, this could be a potential lawsuit. Keep that in mind when you're forming your name. Make sure that your name is not already used in your state. So do a quick search on Google, or through your like online directories, and just double check that your name is not already being used in your state, because I'm sure that can get very messy very quick. Once you have a name, you're going to go ahead and register that name as the LLC name. So for example, if your business's name is K Beauty Bar, okay, you have K's Beauty Bar, you want to put K's Beauty Bar LLC as your LLC's name. That is going to be the LLC's registered name. After you have your registered business name, step number 2 is to choose a registered agent. And what a registered agent is going to be the one person or the one member that shares the LLC or partnership, who is designated to receive like correspondences and different things that the government is going to be mailing out. So if you're in a partnership, for example, you want to have one person who's going to be the registered agent, so that that person is receiving any documentation that you guys need to like fill out and mail into the IRS. You just need one registered agent. So decide who that is. If that's you, then you're the registered agent for your business, and all of your personal information will be getting sent directly to you. So step number 3 when forming an LLC is you need to file your articles of organization. And I'm telling you, this is probably the most important step when you're forming your LLC. When you actually file your articles of organization, it kind of takes your business from just being like an idea to making it come into existence. Those articles of organization are basically when your state is going to ask you for simple pieces of information like your name, your business name, your business plan, things like that. They're going to ask for a couple of different pieces of information to verify not only your personal things, but they want to know your business plan, which you should already know based on you actually creating your business plan before you even got to this step. That's why I say, like, when you're already in the process of getting your LLC, you should already be taking your business very seriously, because you've come up with a business plan, you got marketing strategies, you've got a business name, you're about to get your LLC. Like, you need to be taking these things very seriously, because not only is there investments that need to be made up front, but you can potentially make all those investments back very quickly if you do things the right way up front. Now that we've covered step number 3, step number 4 is to get yourself an EIN number. Now, everyone who's getting LLC should be going to register for an EIN number as well. And an EIN number is basically an employee identification number. It's like a series of 9 digits that you use specifically for like tax purposes. Or I know another reason that I had to personally use my EIN number was one time I think I was getting like wholesale products from like a bulk shipment company, and they wanted me to use my EIN number to sign up for an account, because they don't want just regular people going onto their wholesale website and purchasing large quantities of products. They want to make sure that they're doing business with another business. So your EIN number can be used for specific things like shopping wholesale, opening bank accounts, It's just a really important number when it comes down to tax purposes. You must have this EIN number, and it's free to obtain, I believe. And now lastly, step number 5 when forming your LLC is to establish a business checking account. I highly recommend, as soon as you know that you're going to have a business and you're going to be putting money out to start to operate that business, you need to go ahead and establish a business checking account, you guys. You never want to be mixing like your personal with your business assets and finances. I've already said this a couple of times, but if things get a little bit dicey and you have a lawsuit or anything that where your personal assets like your home, your car, anything that's protected under your personal finances, you don't want your business attached to that, because you could potentially be losing everything if you're not protected in that way. So definitely go ahead and establish a business checking account and make sure that all the money that you're earning and the money that you're investing in your business is coming directly from that business checking account. So I think that's going to be it for this video, you guys. I basically just wanted to come on here and let you guys know some of the things that I wish I would have known when I was going into starting several of my businesses, and ways that I could have actually benefited from having an LLC, which I do now. And I'm sharing these gems with you guys because I feel like anybody who's starting a business probably is going to miss out on this piece of tea, because you feel like it's not really something that you necessarily have to do when you're first starting. But I'm going to tell you right now, that's a big mistake. You could start your business today and tomorrow you could be making 6 figures, and all that money that you made is not protected, nor is it established directly under an LLC. And when tax times come around, it's going to be real dicey. So I want you to go ahead and form your LLC as soon as possible, you guys. If you have any other questions, or if I can answer anything else related to taxes and LLC, or just any other entrepreneur or business related questions, please go ahead and drop them in the comments below, because I am trying to keep up with the business and entrepreneur related content coming to you guys, and I want you guys to be getting every piece of information that I personally have, and anything that you guys are also interested in learning. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that this was helpful to you. If it was, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, y'all. Please subscribe to the channel. It's free to do. It supports me in a great deal, and I will see you guys in the next video.